for a minute. Let Unc rock with you for a minute. Y'all call me Unc, so I'm going to have to embrace it. But Unc got something to say. I'm not trying to be first, I'm trying to be right. Let's get into this right here. We finally got NBA 2K26 gameplay. I'm not going to play that video. We all know that video is just compiled like videos and clips and little screenshots and things they put in there to make it look good. I'm here to give you the substance to this whole situation. First off, they're talking about they're giving us smoother, cleaner, and more responsive gameplay with pro play, yada, 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 yada. They've been telling us this for years, so I'm going to skip that. That's like pro play motion engine. They're saying it's a new pro play motion engine. They've been talking about giving us a new engine for years. 4 years. They've been giving us 4 years. The same shit, 4 years. I'm just saying. They've been telling us that they're going to stop the skating on our players and the feet planting stuff. 4 years. They've been telling us this 4 years. 4 years. They've been telling us this 4 years. I mean, a lot of times for 4 years. They've been telling us this. Since 2K like 20, the feet planting is going to be amazing. You ain't going to be skating nowhere this year. 4 years. Let's keep it going. Cool flag, you look good out there dunking. Enhanced rhythm shooting. I can skip this part too because I didn't use none of that. The hell with that. Flicking the stick to shoot. And then they said something crazy on the stream. They said something absolutely ridiculous. They said, basically, you can hit whites if you shoot with the stick. You can flick up wrong, but speed up your shot and still green the timing. Or something stupid like that. So basically, we're going to be hitting whites with the stick. So if you want to hit whites this year, shoot with that good old rhythm shooting system enhanced to hit a white. And it's what's supposed to be a green or miss game. I'm not trying to hate. I'm just going through the stuff I don't like first. Because there was stuff that I did like. But rhythm shooting, get that out of here. 4 years. Get it out. 2 years of that. We can't even say 4 years. 1 year of the trash. Anyway. Offense. They said it's a post game will be new signature go-to post shots, become a lethal slasher with custom layups. Gameplay in NBA 2K26 has been improved to be well-rounded and suitable for all archetypes. So they're like, everyone will be created equal. I have a dream today that trash people and great people will have all archetypes that they need. Man, get out of here with all that. Even though I like that idea. Post players been needing this for years. I don't know how this is going to work. Slashing, we'll get to that, obviously. We're going to get to that in the situation. But all archetypes will be suitable and well-rounded. We'll see when we get to the dribbling portion. But we haven't gotten to that because, they saved that for the last thing that they're going to show us. Green or miss timing. We already talked about that because they got rhythm shooting where you can white things. You can hit them Lindsay Lohans. You can hit them Britney Spearses. You can hit them Katy Perry's. You're going to be hitting whites. I'm just saying. You're going to be hitting whites. Only excellent timing, green shots will go in. Unless you're rhythm shooting and you don't time that thing right. They said the shot window scale by difficulty will be less forgiving in competitive modes. Proving grounds and pro-am. Can you not hit whites in that? With this stick thing? I don't know. In addition, layup timing is permanently enabled to separate skilled finishers and make those highly contested finishes at the rim even more spectacular and impressive. Yes! But is it gonna work? Layups been trash 4 years. I'm just saying, man, they've been trash 4 years. 4 years. Ultimately, we wanted to emphasize skill-based competitive gameplay where your actions on the sticks provide more control over the outcomes you see in the game. The renewed focus will be felt across multiple gameplay areas from shot outcomes to successful blocks and steals and loose balls and rebounds. How long have we been hearing that? 4 years? Like, just say, how long have we been hearing that? 4 years. 4 years. Signature post Go-to post shots. It's been encouraged to see players incorporate signature go-to shots into their games and leverage real-world crossovers to create separation like Stephen Curry's and Tyrese Halliburton's signature dribble step-back jumpers. It's been encouraging to see players incorporate that. Man, what player you know playing real competitive 2K, real competitive 2K where they play real defense and not this rec crap or park crap where you can't do none of that stuff? Ain't nobody using it. I used the go-to shot for the first 2 days of the game and realized people gonna get on to that bulls. People gonna get on to you hitting up, holding up on the stick and it doing stuff for you. The people gonna clip that up. Get out of here with all that, man. When we've shown a lot of love to elusive play styles of the NBA's greatest backcourt players, this year's system is growing to better support the dominant big men we see in the modern NBA. Utilize all new signature go-to post shots by holding the right stick up while in the post. Lean into a host of new moves, including shimmy floaters, baby hooks, and up and unders. I was gonna say up and under runners. But anyway, here we go. That sounds all great. Let's get to custom layups. Custom layups. This is something that I do like. This is something that I do love. In the past, your single signature layup package determined all your layup types. But in NBA 2K26, you can mix and match layup styles to draw inspiration from signature packages from around the league. These advanced layup types consist of normal and reverse layups, floaters, quick scoops, Eurosteps, hop steps, and spin layups. Wreak havoc on the competition by utilizing Steph's graceful layups, James Harden's shifty Eurosteps, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's elusive hop steps, and Nikola Jokic's nimble spin moves to create a dominant custom package. Explore the bevy of post move and layup options when customizing your My Player and editing players in rosters. Now this is a very telling screen right here. So basically what they're saying is we could take each move and put it on singly, or each type of layup and put it on singly. So you can have Steph Curry's scoop layups, you can have James Harden's Euro layups, you can have Derrick Rose's floater layup. We can really get into some customization here. I like it. This is what I asked for with dribbling. Hopefully we get to that point where we can have the customization that we would like on each of these types. And then the dunk meter, we can get all the dunks that we want. We can get all the types of fadeaways and all the stuff we can customize. We can customize everything. Hopefully this is the customizable 2K where we can get everything. And if we F it up and create something so cheesy, then they can say it's our fault. But it's their job to police that. So I don't really envy them on having to police whatever people are going to put together, but I do love the customization of it because we can do what the hell we want with our players. Like, we're paying $100 a player, we should be able to do what we want with our players. Defense, play freely and with physicality in NBA 2K26 using body ups and collisions to antagonize opponents. We've been hearing that for years. Oh, gonna drop something on my foot. But anyway, we've been hearing that for years. 4 years. Body ups and collisions. NBA 2K26 uses system-driven technology to generate player-to-player collisions that are more reliable compared to previously scripted motion-captured animations, coupled with new dynamic motions that change. This change improves the freedom of movement for both the dribbler and on-ball defender. Now, I will say this. We have been hearing this for years, but this is the first time that I may believe them. Because I know that they're tired of people saying we tired of being in canned animations. Give us full control of our players. Let us do what we want to do and how we want to do it on defense and offense. That way, the skill will determine who's the better player and not the game. If that makes any sense. The skill will determine the player and the winner of that battle and not the game. But we've been hearing that for years. Interior defense has been redesigned so that it's easier to get strong body ups in the air when contesting finishes at the rim. Bigs will feel increased physicality when roaming in the paint. We've been hearing that for years. 4 years. Will they get it right? I don't know, but it sound good. It sound good. In NBA 2K26, a green meter will flash beneath your player's feet to indicate a well-timed rebound attempt. The ideal time to jump for a rebound is just before the ball makes its final bounce off the rim, and higher rebounding attributes ratings will make it easier to nail your timing. Excellent timing can significantly boost your chances of securing the board. What the hell you got a green meter on rebounds for if you ain't gonna get it? Now, we ain't never heard of this in no years. We got a rebound green meter. So you mean to tell me the first time that I green me a rebound and little 6'2" homie from the top of the paint comes and grabs that thing and bashes on my head. So now we going to hear for the next 2 possessions, I greened the rebound. I greened it. I greened that rebound. I don't know what y'all want from me. I'm greening these hoes. I'm greening them. But you ain't getting none. It is nice to have the idea, though, of Russell Westbrook being able to secure multiple rebounds in the game because they're up there greening them and there's a skill to it. But I still believe that a 99 rebound on offense and defensive rebounds is going to get those rebounds if they're 7'12". It's just going to happen. That's just the way 2K is. I don't think they can make rebounding a super skill. Hopefully they have. Control. Dictate every facet of the game with new revamped controls for a more intuitive, deliberate, and free-flowing experience. With this, overall game speed in NBA 2K26 is now sped up to reward players with faster decision-making, who can read the court, anticipate their opponent, and react quicker. The overall game speed is now sped up. It all makes sense. They wanted us to play this slowed down version of the game this year so that they could speed it up in the next 2K and be like, ooh, look what they did. They basically gonna give us what we should have been playing this year. It all makes sense. Or maybe it doesn't, but I'm just happy about that. I'm not even trying to troll them for that. I'm happy about everything that's going on with the speed ups. I would love for the game to speed up. I would love for it to be basketball again, because basketball is a game where quick reactions and your fast twitch ability is something that really determines who the better player is. And basketball is a fast-paced game. If you ever played basketball, especially if you ever been to an NBA game, you see how fast it is compared to high school. Then when you go to college, it's a big jump. And then when you go from college to NBA, it's the super leap to speed. And that's the biggest difference. I feel like we were playing the high school version of the game this year. It was so slow. Like, give us NBA speeds. Like, come on, stop that. Quick Protect. Ball handlers can now tap the left trigger to initiate quick protect movements to shield the ball and evade steals. If you see a defender reaching for a steal and react quickly enough with the quick protect, you can counter it. This balances the steal system by introducing more skill-based outcomes. You can also put defenders in compromising positions by using quick protect while driving to the rim. Decelerate and pin your opponent against your hip to trap them in defender jail. Some of the craftiest ball handlers, Jalen Brunson, Luka Doncic, Trae Young, all excel at this, making them incredibly challenging to guard. Now, I agree with all of that, and that's just going to put crab heaven back into the game. But you have to be a good defender in order to not get crabbed. This year, it was crab heaven for me. A lot of players didn't really get crabbed as much this year, but to me, this is the first year that I've ever utilized the crab. I've never been a crab shooter, but this year it was incredibly easy to get in front of people and crab the hell out of them. So I mean, I like the feature in order to protect the ball and all of that stuff, but we'll see if it actually works the way that it's supposed to work, because that could be pretty cheesy. It could be pretty cheesy if it doesn't work for the defense and for the offense. So I'll just have to see how that works. This I love. I think everybody in the world is going to love this right here. Hold the left trigger when receiving a pass while standing still to square up. Catch the ball high and seamlessly transition directly into your shooting motion in rhythm to get the spot up quickly. Knocking down shots like Klay Thompson and Ray Allen as defenders race to close out before you release. This is beautiful. This is beautiful, But I need it to be a situation where you can run with the left trigger, like I was saying in my off-ball video. You can go check. You can hold the LT while running and then catch it and then turn and shoot immediately. That looks like what Curry and Donovan Mitchell are doing in this clip. It looks like they're on the run, which I love. It doesn't look like they're stationary and have to hold LT. It looks like you can hold LT or L2 on PlayStation and get to a spot and then be able to quickly turn, square your body, and fire that shot. That's what real basketball is about, and that will eliminate, oh, I got a bad catch. You want to hold on LT, bitch. Like, you need to be I'm sorry for saying it like that, but you could know that's what's going to happen when you're out there on the court. We all know how it's going to happen. We all know what people are going to say. You wasn't holding LT on this hoe. You don't know what you're doing. Now there's a reason for them getting bad catches, and there's no reason for them to say, I got a bad catch, I got a bad catch. No, you didn't. You wasn't holding LT. You should have been ready to shoot this hoe. Revamped signature size ups. Size up controls have been improved for a more intuitive experience. Now you can rock the Pro Stick back and forth, left and right, or repeatedly flick the Pro Stick up to execute 2 different size up combinations. These size ups will help you create separation from your defender while retaining realistic look provided by Pro Play. Okay, here we go. I am all for this if it works correctly. Now, it looks like you will be able to burst out of whatever dribble move that you stop flicking the stick with. And that is the biggest advantage. Before, you would have to wait for the Pro Play animation to go through the entire thing or get to the point where you wanted the speed burst out of, because that's the move you wanted the speed burst out of. Now it looks like we can boom, 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 tween it like we supposed to, and it's on us to tween it when we want to tween it, and cross it when we want to cross it, and then burst out of that thing, stop, and then be able to hit people with one dribble pull-ups. Like, this is going to open up so much to the game if this is worked out correctly, and this is the way that I think it is, because usually with Pro Play, we have to wait for these animations. We have to wait for everything to go out. Now it seems like we're going to be in control of the animation. And that's what I've been missing, and that's what I've been waiting for. Like, you would see certain size ups like, I'm not going to use that because that's going to do that stupid ass move right there, and I'm not going to be able to do nothing with that. So now at least it looks like we're getting a little bit more control. But dribbling, I'm pretty sure they're going to give us a lot more to dribbling later. And if we're able to put stuff singly in the packages like I would like for us to be able to do, oh my goodness, that could be something crazy. We can create all kinds of different things that'll be nice and nice. I'm just saying. Slow motion Eurosteps. This is going to be new. After initiating Eurosteps, you can hold the left trigger at any point to deliberately decelerate mid-move to throw defenders off and create space. With a slow motion drag step finish, slither through the lane and control the pace to send defenders careening past you. Careening past you. Saw Joe No's video. That boy said something else. Carrying. He said, but it's careening past you. He ended up getting it right. So, but yeah, that looks crazy right there. Right there, you go into a situation where you think it's Luka Doncic, where he slow down and you fly past them when you're doing the Euro step slow down. I think that's going to be a nice move. Personally, I think my center, Lag, will utilize this on every build that he has because he loves to get into the lane. He was pretty good on layups in this trash 2K with layups this year. I just didn't like the layup whole thing this year. It felt so disconnected. But let's go to wrap passes. Wrap passes now have a dedicated control by double tapping circle or B. So they took out flashy passing and put in wrap passing. So maybe wrap passing is a form of flashy passing. Hopefully we can pick passes just like we pick layups, and then we'll get flashy passes, flashy type of wrap passes that we can do, and that's cool. I don't have no problem with that. Flashy passing is great. But we really couldn't decide on what we do with it. So hopefully now we can get the passes that we want. It says this expands the toolkit for playmakers to determine when you want to do a wrap pass and ensures you aren't throwing the ball straight into the back of a defender. Hopefully this works right. I don't know. We'll see what happens. I was tired of throwing the ball into defenders. I was tired of that shit. I was tired of that. Just keeping it real. I was tired of that. Alley-oops. Catching an alley-oop now requires more skill. This is a big alert. Once the pass is thrown, the finish button for the receiver will be randomized on higher difficulties to one of the 4 face buttons on the controller instead of always being square or X. So this basically means that when you throw an alley-oop to somebody, it's going to either be on your Xbox, it's going to be A, B, X, or Y. On your PlayStation, it's going to be X, circle, square, or triangle. It will not just be the square or the X button anymore. I think this means that we got alley-oops back, my ladies and gentlemen. I think this means that you're going to be able to make some of them crazy oops and throw some of them crazy oops that you were able to throw in previous 2Ks. And it's going to be alley-oop heaven, but you got to time it right. It's going to be a guessing game, which I love because then, it makes oops skill-based instead of just going up and going, bang, I'm going to hit the square button. Now you actually got to pay attention. If you cut to the basket, you better pay attention. You better pay attention, dog. I like that. Screen setting. This is something I talked about in the off-ball movement video. We had to be able to set screens the way that we wanted to set them. Now, this isn't the way that I wanted to do it, but this is still an option. Screeners can now control which way you want to face. Tapping the left stick slightly left or slightly right from the direction you are screening will turn your player 45 degrees. Tapping the left stick to the opposite direction will turn your player 180 degrees. This will help high IQ bigs who can help get your ball handlers open to stand out. So basically what they're saying is if you tap the left stick slightly to the left or to the right from the direction you're currently facing, you'll turn 45 degrees. Like you'll do one of these. Just keep doing like this, 45 degrees. If you tap the left stick in the opposite direction, you'll just turn and do a about face, like a 180. You won't do a full 360, you'll just turn the other way. That's a nice addition for off ball. So say you want to set a down screen for somebody. You can position your big so that he's facing down so he can come up off the screen. Or if he's in the corner, you can face him down so he's coming up off the screen. Or sideways so he can get a back door. Like all of that opens up if it works the way that it works. And then with the new catch and shoot mechanic, all somebody's going to need is for you to hold them up on a little bit of a screen and you're going to be able to get that shot off. And that's what I've been looking for. That's what I've been waiting for with this game. That's the next evolution of this game. That's what we need. AI and coaching. This is going to be a different segment for me. Right here, this is going to be a different video. I'm going to go through all of this stuff with the AI, and for people who just want to know what's happening with the AI and the My Career people, I'm going to do a whole segment of that for you guys. And if anybody has any questions, please leave them in the comments, and I will answer the questions. Make sure you like, subscribe, and all of that to this channel because I'm going to really be giving you a lot of information for this entire year. I'm going to do things that I haven't done personally ever in 2K. I'm going to be giving away my moves, as I did last year. For the first time ever, I gave away my moves. I'm going to be giving away certain jump shots to you guys. I'm going to just let you guys know exactly what it is that I do in my process of going through each 2K. I come out most of the time at each 2K and play well, so it'll be very, very important for you guys to follow and like and subscribe early. I stream on Twitch every single day, and I will be streaming on Twitch and YouTube every single day this year. Especially at the beginning, I'll be streaming long hours, 24, 30, 36 hours straight when the game first drops. But until then, I will be talking about all the news that happens and all the things that goes on in terms of 2K26 and how everything is going to pretty much iron out and shape out during the course of the year. But my next segment, like I said, will be this whole AI section where I talk about what they did with my career and what they did with certain things. And if you know me, I run Legends League. It's basically starting 5 on crack. And we did it last year. We did 2 seasons of Legends League, and it was great. We had a buy-in for it, so whoever won some money, and it was just really fun. It was a really fun experience. I hope all the guys that were in Legends League last year end up coming over and playing in Legends League this year. I usually start it when the game starts to slow down a little bit, so we'll keep you posted on all of that stuff. But I appreciate all of you guys. Remember, I'm not trying to be first with the information. I'm trying to be right. There's a difference between being first and being right. First may get the money, but the right will get you right. So I appreciate all of y'all, man. I'm out of here.